Hey everyone. I've had more thoughts about health. This philosophy of health and what it means to be healthy and how to get healthy really is evolving so rapidly. I've had an amazing 6 or 7 years since getting together with Phil Escott and Jeremy Ayres and Graham Norbury for the Human Unleashed and discovering so much about what health really means. But then even now in 2025, it's really evolving very quickly. So I thought I've had a nice long walk out on the bay here for a couple of hours, and I've got some clarity, which I think really simplifies the whole concept of health. And in particular, this will be useful for all of us, but in particular, if you are someone who has failed to find healing and you've tried a bunch of things, okay, and I know a lot of people like that, and yes, it's normalized in this society that we should get these chronic illnesses and be on drugs and age and get wobbly and sore and chronic pain and all that kind of stuff as we get older. Yeah, I'm not sure that's right anymore. So if that's you, and if you're wondering why aren't I healing, this concept might help. And it's very simple, but it applies to everything. And it's very simple. Just imagine like a kind of a balance sheet or scales, right? And on one side you've got, let's call it insult to you, to your body, to your system. And that could be, we know what all of that stuff is, right? It's the sugar, the seed oils, the ultra processed food, the wheat, and all and any pollutants, the alcohol, caffeine, tobacco, all the environmental pollutants, heavy metals, all of this stuff, right? Everything that is putting your body under stress. Into that we should also factor emotional, psychological, and even spiritual insult against you. Now the purpose here, the goal, is not to avoid all stress either, because I do believe that, I mean, just take the example, if you want to build muscle in the gym, you put your muscles under stress, right? You tear those fibers and then you repair, and that's the point. And I think that we should be testing our emotional selves and our faith and spirit as well, just as much as our bodies. We're not here just to make it through safely to the end, to death, right? So on one side of the balance, you've got all the insults, all the stresses, right? And they're not necessarily wrong, certain things, arsenic, lead, mercury, and whatever. Yeah, not necessarily wrong, but your body does have an amazing capacity to heal. And this is the point, is that you heal yourself. On the other side of the scales, you've got healing. And it's simply a question of proportion. How much abuse, insult have you got going on every day, every week, every month, every year of your life, every decade? And how much healing is going on in that time? Because guess what? Your body knows how to heal. Your body, people's bodies, everybody's bodies are getting rid of cancer cells every day, right? We all get mutations and we clear them out. So you need to rebuild. It's just like maintaining a property. And yes, diet is a factor. So you get people who say, look, I've been on high fat keto, I've been on strict carnivore now for 2 years, it hasn't cured my XYZ. And there may be a lot of other things that you've done, like and we hear these stories, don't we, about people who've introduced grounding or fasting or deuterium depleted water, right? And that appeared to cure their thing, right? No, it didn't. Okay, what I think those things are, there's no magical cure out there. There's no miracle cure out there. What these things are, that was the last thing. That was the last thing that you needed to clear out of the way in order to allow your body to heal. There is no miracle pill or supplement out there, because you are the miracle. The miracle is that your body knows how to heal. Just every other species out there knows how to heal itself. And this is the big conspiracy against humanity. They don't want us to believe that we can heal ourselves, and that's why that means they can sell us shit food and shit drugs that don't work, and just mask symptoms and paper over the cracks, and you keep paying through the nose forever. Anyway, so how much stress are you under, and then how much healing is going on right now? But healing is not just to do with proper nutrition, all the essential 90 things that your body needs, the amino acids, the essential fatty acids, and all the minerals and vitamins, stuff like that. It's more than that, because the healing actually has to happen as well. And I think that stress is the big problem, because when we are in the sympathetic mode, fight or flight or fawn, then we're in that stress state, your body literally shuts down healing, right? So only absolutely essential maintenance is going on, right? Because you're in action mode, you're in action stations. You're not supposed to be in that state all the time. If you're in that state all the time, then there's the healing drops right down. You've still got stresses going on, but you're not getting the healing done. It's like having all the materials that you need to maintain your house, to fix your house, the new tiles for the roof and everything like that, but no bloody workmen are turning up to do the work. The work needs to be done. You actually need to heal. The reason you're not healing is because you're not healing. And it sounds like a paradox, but if you're never in healing mode, or if you're in healing mode less than you are in self-abuse mode, then you're going to be in detriment, and that's when you're going to get decrepit. That's when you're going to get into chronic ill health. So that I think is the cause. It's not just the food. It's not just, and all of these buzz, 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 we can talk to our heart's content about hydrogen or structured water, or getting shampoo that hasn't got industrial chemicals in it, right? All of these things matter. All of them. I'm not saying that any of them does not matter. They all matter. But it's simply a case of how much abuse, how much healing. Okay? So there are things that stop us healing, and I think that it comes down to this stressed state, this panic state. And so, I've seen people who said, I've been on carnivore for 2 years, it's not done anything. Well, this meat isn't magic, that's why. You're magic. You are the miracle. So, childhood trauma can keep us from healing. It's possible even that intergenerational trauma, right? Ancestral trauma could keep us from healing. PTSD. All of these things so it could be it's all of the things, right? It's did you have the ice cream, right? Or the ultra processed food? And are there emotions that are stuck that you don't want to clear and get rid of as well? So the reason why I think that this hop extract is going to trigger a revolution in health, right? Matured hop extract 3 is because it bypasses that thing. It's not a miracle. It seems like a miracle. Like literally every day I am seeing testimonials from people who are saying it's almost anything. It's mind-boggling how many things are going on. But here's the thing: it's not the stuff. It's not the MHE3 that is doing it. What that's doing is it's saying to your body, you have to heal. You have to repair yourself. Right? No questions asked. That's what you're doing. So if you are in that state, if you have chronic conditions, right, which most people have, that have been going on for some time, you've tried a bunch of stuff and it's not worked, this is one explanation why. It's because you're literally not healing. You are not in healing mode. You're not doing the healing work. And that doesn't mean putting the right nutritions into your body, right? It doesn't mean meditating and all that stuff, and it's all of those things, right? But if you've tried a bunch of stuff and you're going, what's wrong with me? It doesn't work, right? Then I would say to you, get on this thing. Try it for 2 months and see what happens, right? It's affordable. The cost is actually negligible and irrelevant compared to your health, compared to your quality of life. So if you want to know more, then drop me a message however you can, either via Substack or via Facebook if we're friends on Facebook, or drop me an email at ben@benhunt.com, and I will be very, very happy to tell you more. This thing is changing the face of health right now, right? And the sooner you start spending 9+ hours a day in healing mode, the better off you will be. See you later.